Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 21 through the 7th. We're going to check in and see what's coming up in the week ahead. We've got our little Halloween theme. We're going to check out these little Halloween cards. And then we're going to pull an angel message for you from that deck after. Break up all this Halloween energy. We're going to see what's happening for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We've got a new moon, not a full moon, but a new moon in Scorpio happening at the end of the week, 27th, 28th. We're going to see what's going on with that. It's going to be intense from what I understand, even though usually new moons, it's not like a full moon where we're releasing and having all the feelings and emotions come up, usually, right? But this new moon is going to kind of be that way from what I understand. It's going to be triggering some people, motivating others. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to be affecting those Leos here in this reading space today. Or whenever you happen to come upon this video. Alright, Monday, Tuesday for Leo. Wednesday, Thursday for Leo. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Leo. And as always, my darlings, if you like the cards I'm using, if you want to get them for yourself, I always have a link in the description for those of you who are card collectors, as am I. 10 of bats, my darlings. 10 of bats, Leo. So you're starting off the week feeling completely and totally over something. Like you have had it and you are done with it, okay? This is going to be the completion of a cycle. Now, typically when this card comes up in a reading, the way that I've usually seen it, something is over, something is done, there's no coming back from it, and the person I'm reading for is the person making the decision that it's done. So in other words, something is ending because you're ending it. And you're ending it in a way where you're ending it permanently. You are over it. You don't want to do it anymore. The good news about it, though, is this is kind of sometimes a card that's like a victory over something toxic, okay? So it could be a toxic person, it could be an addiction, it could be some self-medicating or self-sabotaging habit that's been holding you back, but you're putting an end or putting a stop to something that's been keeping you from being able to accomplish the things you've been wanting to accomplish. And actually, it's really quite fitting that you're having this happen a few days before the new moon, because the new moon is about creating and calling in. So whatever this 10 of bats is here, my dears, I do feel, Leo, you guys are getting rid of some kind of a block that's been coming into your life by way of some type of self-sabotaging. Okay, and you're not doing it anymore. You're breaking out of that old pattern or that old habit. The fact that this is coming up early on in the week kind of makes me speculate, Leo, that even though there are definitely Leos who are sensitive to moon energy. I have met some, but even though people say, oh, it's the water signs who are sensitive to moon energy, not the fire signs or whatever, even if you're not typically sensitive to moon energy, you're going to be feeling this one. And I think you're going to be feeling the energies fairly early on, seeing as how this card is coming up in the beginning of the week, which is almost like 6 or 7 days before the new moon. So I really feel you guys are picking up on those energies kind of early. Your Wednesday, Thursday here, Leo, is the Star. See, look at this. You're out with the old and in with the new. The Star is actually a really positive card to come up for several reasons, okay? It is a major arcana card, so this does tell us that you're coming into a very significant shift, a very significant crossroads that's going to have to do with you connecting with your life purpose, your path, your soul contract, shifting, ascending, waking up. And the Star is a card that has to do with success and recognition, long-term comfort, comfort that's going to last well through your retirement. The Star is a card that comes up that tells us that the worst of things are behind you and that you can expect for things to get better now. Okay, so this is a really significant turnaround. This is a really significant game changer, my darlings. When the star is coming up, it's saying that you have broken out of that darkness and you're this shining light, and you're going to be an inspiration for many other people. I tend to associate the star card with people who are really getting to shine and show off their creativity. And many Leos tend to have that creative kind of flair, right? That's why we see many Leos that are in entertainment or who become celebrities. So you are drawing attention to yourself for positive reasons, for the things that you have accomplished. Some of you are even gaining some kind of notoriety or recognition, or like, making your mark, leaving your mark in your community or your industry, or your career field, whatever it may be. But there's a chance to shine for many of you, right? And you guys are shining in different ways on different scales. This is a general reading, so this is very much energy that says that all of your hard work is coming into a time that's really going to be paying off for you, okay? And you're inspiring or helping others just simply by living your life and accomplishing the things that you've been dreaming of accomplishing. It's inspiring and motivating others. I feel for some of you Leos, you're creating a really positive chain reaction within your family. Like for the younger generations, they're looking at you like, wow, like we want to be like Leo. Like, see what Leo did? Wow, like you're breaking out of something very significant, especially with that 10 of bats that came up for you in the beginning of the week. You're breaking out of a cycle or a habit that maybe you've seen generations before you repeating, but you're breaking out of it. And I feel like you're an inspiration for just people around you, but for a lot of you younger people who are like looking at you and seeing what you've accomplished and what you've been able to come out of, and it's making them feel inspired, like, hey, maybe there's a chance for us too. We want to try too. And I do feel some of you are doing something creatively in terms of collaborating with other people, getting together with other people, and something that maybe started out as a hobby might be turning into some kind of like a community outreach. For some of you, a community outreach or a program for younger people to keep them on the right path. I just feel there's like this big energy of paying it forward coming here with the star card, guys. The next card here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the Page of Bats, okay? So this is going to be about communication. You know what's interesting to me here, Leo? You all are a fire sign, obviously, but you have cards that are coming up here that are all associated with air. Every single one of your cards is associated with air. You had the 10 of Bats. You have the Page of Bats, even the star card. The star is associated, with the heavens because it's a star, but it's associated with the sign of Aquarius. And that is, again, the element is air. So all of your cards across the board here, Leo, have been air cards. So if you have air in your moon or rising, that's going to be a very significant energy for you coming into the week. But overall, this tells me that a lot of the transformation that you're going to be going through and a lot of the changes that you're going to be going through as you're manifesting coming into the new moon cycle is all happening in your mind. There's a lot happening for you mentally in a positive way. I feel like you're coming into a very significant level of clarity and, thinking clearly, planning clearly, developing and putting together a really solid strategy. You're going to be in your mind space in a positive way. Page of Bats overall is a card of communication. So some of you may be finding yourself having to deliver news to a person. Some of you may be receiving news having to do with changes that you're planning to make over the next 4 to 6 months. And some of you are going to be in an energy where you are beginning to do a lot of writing. And for a lot of you, this is just kind of a part of your release. As you're releasing, as you're getting organized, thinking about what you want to do, you're doing your thought process on paper for some of you. And for some of you, this thought process is going to actually end up turning into some kind of a novel or a book or a screenplay. It's going to evolve over time and become something that you're sharing with others. but I really feel there's a sense of communication. And this is interesting, Leo, because this new moon energy that we're coming into, it's very much about coming into life purpose, you know, getting onto our life path, you know, doing what we were meant to do, to come here to do, and to be of service to our fellow man. So I feel those of you Leos that for like a long time you've just kind of felt like there was this book in you, or a novel or a screenplay or something, you don't know what, but something you've been wanting to get out, like, oh, I feel like I need to write, but I don't know what, or I feel like I should write, but I never sit down and I should never do it. Don't be surprised if you find yourself over the next, you know, few weeks and on and through the next few months, just kind of write, like Spirit is moving you to write. You're being moved to write because this has to do with something you came here to do. For many of you, something in terms of communication and writing, okay? Some of you are gathering information, doing research as you're preparing your plans. But Leo, I just feel you guys have this laser beam focus. Like you are not playing around, and you have a very clear idea of how you're going to make things happen this time around for you. Like maybe some of these dreams are dreams you've had for a long time, but you're finally clear on how you're going to make them happen. We're going to go ahead and see what your angel card is here for the week, your angel message. Don't forget, my dears, to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate for you more than others. Overall, you know, it can be very helpful. I feel like this one wants to come out. Or is it still stuck? It's 2 cards. Overall, it can also be a really great way of taking the general readings and making them a little bit more personal to you and your energy. So that can be helpful, definitely. Alrighty, my dears. Your card here is Angel of Manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. Leo, this is it. It's happening, my darlings. It's happening. You're manifesting. And how amazing. You guys are the only... I have one more video to do after you guys. But so far, you guys are the only sign that in the weekly forecast has had a manifestation card. A card that says manifestation. That right out that says manifestation on it. There's other cards that came up with like things that people will be manifesting, but you have just right there, flat out there, manifestation coming up the week of a new moon. The new moon is a time of manifesting, so you guys are going to be connected to this moon very, very intensely. I'm a little envious, Leo. It's a new moon in Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, but you guys seem to have a really good handle on this moon energy to where you're going to be using it to your advantage. There's going to be some people that are going to be very aggravated. They're going to be very agitated. If you are somebody who's watching because your moon is in Leo, I mean, even more lucky, right? But definitely you guys are going to be able to harness this energy in a way that's going to really, really bring you change. The kind of change you've been trying to make for a long time, but you've been stuck or you didn't know how to make it happen. I just feel the clarity, like everything is aligning to where you're manifesting. If you had difficulty manifesting before, I feel like from this new moon onward, you're going to find manifesting is becoming easier and easier and more automatic for you. And that's exciting. That's very big. So all the hard work that you've been doing, working on yourself, healing, energetic cleansing, physical cleansing, detoxing, whatever you've been doing, my darlings, trying to be more positive, trying to be healthier, trying to get more rest, going to school, whatever you've been doing to be bettering yourself, it is paying off. And you're going to be seeing the results, very, very shortly here and on through the next few weeks. So that's really exciting, Leo. And I'm happy for you, that those of you that are going to be experiencing this. Again, be sure to watch your moon sign and rising sign. I didn't talk too much about love and romance because I don't cover that in the weekly forecasts, but you can click on the links in the description for the love videos for October, and you can check out the love videos for October if you would like. November love videos are going to be up in the next few days, and so keep an eye out for that. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. If you click on the Calendly link in the description of this video, you will be able to see all the different readings I have offered there, and you will be able to schedule your readings there, my dears. You can see all the different readings, the different prices, the availability. All the booking is handled there on Calendly. Again, my dears, thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I am wishing you a fabulous week, my dears.